Welcome to Smart Stock Watch, your go-to channel for in-depth financial analysis. Today is October 25th, 2024, and we're diving into the latest earnings report from Piper Sandler, a leading investment bank. Joining us is John, our Senior Analyst from Smart Stock Watch. John, thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me. Piper Sandler has just released their third quarter 2024 results, and there's a lot to unpack. From strong revenue growth to strategic acquisitions, it's an exciting time for the company.
Revenue and profitability overview. Let's start with the top line. Piper Sandler reported net revenues of $360 million for the third quarter of 2024, marking a 24% increase year over year. John, what are the key drivers behind this growth?
Absolutely. The significant revenue growth is primarily driven by their advisory services, which saw a 22% increase compared to the same quarter last year. This was due to more completed transactions and strong contributions across various industry teams. Additionally, their municipal financing activity was robust, with revenues up 78% year over year.
And what about profitability? The earnings per share came in at $1.96, which is a massive 791% increase from the previous year. How did they achieve this?
The impressive EPS growth is largely due to a combination of higher net revenues and improved pre-tax margins, which increased to 15.5%. This reflects their effective cost management and operational efficiencies, particularly in reducing their compensation and non-compensation expense ratios.
Strategic initiatives and acquisitions. Moving on to strategic initiatives, Piper Sandler completed the acquisition of Avidity Advisors. How does this fit into their broader strategy?
The acquisition of Avidity Advisors is a strategic move to enhance their private capital advisory capabilities. By adding 41 professionals, including 11 managing directors, Piper Sandler is strengthening its position in the financial sponsors and alternative investment management sectors. This aligns with their goal to diversify and expand their service offerings.
They also declared a quarterly dividend of 65 cents per share. How does this reflect on their capital management strategy?
Declaring a consistent dividend underscores their commitment to returning value to shareholders. Alongside dividends, they've returned $121 million to shareholders year-to-date through share repurchases, indicating a strong capital position and confidence in their future cash flows.
Operational efficiencies and future outlook. John, let's talk about operational efficiencies. Piper Sandler's compensation ratio decreased to 64.2%, and non-compensation expenses were down 15% year over year. What does this tell us?
This indicates that Piper Sandler is effectively managing its cost structure. The decrease in the compensation ratio is a result of increased net revenues, while the reduction in non-compensation expenses reflects lower operating costs, partly due to the absence of regulatory settlement expenses that impacted last year's results.
Looking ahead, what is the company's outlook for the coming quarters?
The company is optimistic about finishing the year strong, supported by a solid pipeline of advisory and financing transactions. However, they remain cautious about potential market volatility and geopolitical risks that could impact their operations. Overall, their strategic initiatives and operational efficiencies position them well for future growth.
Key takeaways. In summary, Piper Sandler has delivered a strong performance in the third quarter of 2024, with significant revenue and earnings growth, strategic acquisitions, and a commitment to shareholder returns. John, any final thoughts on their investment prospects?
Piper Sandler's diversified business model and strategic initiatives make it an attractive investment, especially for those looking for exposure to the financial services sector. Their focus on operational efficiency and strategic growth should continue to drive value for shareholders.
Thank you, John, for your insights. And thank you to our viewers for tuning in. If you found this analysis helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to Smart Stock Watch. We'd love to hear your thoughts on Piper Sandler's performance in the comments below. Until next time.